there will be a St. George Floyd biopic. We do actually have leaked concept footage that unfortunately has already made its way online.
His face hurts. And where is his glasses? He can't see without his glasses. Put his glasses on.
4 years after his death,
oh boy,
there will be a St. George Floyd biopic. So this is in the works right now. The title that they're working with is George Floyd, Daddy Changed the World.
oh boy.
He was a father?
Well, his daughter, Gianna Floyd, and her mother, Roxy Washington, will be executive producers.
Oh, that's going to be great.
It's glad to know they have people with experience.
Yeah.
It says, we are excited. We are excited the world. Is this what they say? We are excited the world will, the world will see the real jovial and loving George we know. All right?
Boy.
When he wasn't high.
They say the film will humanize him, embody the essence of his life, and hopefully reignite efforts to pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. It's time for justice and equality for all.
Mm-hmm.
I agree in justice and equality for all. I think that all people should equally knock down a speedball of 3 times the lethal dose of fentanyl and amphetamines.
And then not do what cops say.
Yeah, exactly, for
Yeah.
12 minutes. We do actually have leaked concept footage that unfortunately has already made its way online.
His face hurts. And where is his glasses? He can't see without his glasses. Put his glasses on.
I didn't know he wore glasses.
Well,
Believe it or
that's,
not.
I mean, that was part of the confusion.
Yeah, that was the confusion.
It's like, oh.
Yeah. It was a
Spoiler
He
alert.
was
It was, I
stung
can't-
by bees on fentanyl.
First it was I
There's
can't see,
no
then it was I
bees.
can't breathe. Or
There's a whole bunch of, we don't know. The point is you don't know that. You weren't there. And I don't know if you know this. Believe it or not, George Floyd wasn't living with his wife and or daughter. His wife claims that his whole reason for being in Minnesota was to work and drive trucks. Now, that is hard to, I don't know if you've heard of a DUI. Also, you know, it's almost as though being high on fentanyl, meth, and THC is worse than a couple of beers with the boys if you're driving trucks.
I've been to a pilot station. Meth seems to be good.
Okay, all right.
Seems
yeah.
to be a
Keeps you awake, right?
yeah. It's like taking a
It's a
the thing you sniff before you lift weights.
That's true.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right.
Cocaine.
That's why they sell it on the counter at Love's.
Yes.
It's also
Next to
pretty,
the boner pills.
Yes,
right
exactly. It's also pretty hard to drive trucks when you have a long rap sheet, including aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. And by the way, there was a small child in the home that George Floyd invaded when he did this, where he held the mother at gunpoint. Now, again, many people on the right said that George Floyd held a pregnant woman at gunpoint and aimed a gun at her pregnant belly. That's not true. He did rob a woman at gunpoint, and her child was there and present, which I think is bad enough. This is a man who had a very long rap sheet, who did not live with his wife or daughter. This is a man who was high as a kite, beyond the lethal dose, was dealing with police officers who, for I believe it was 12 minutes beforehand, put him in a car, gave him air conditioning, asked him to comply. It doesn't mean that Chauvin didn't screw up at that point in time. Of course he did. But to try and make this man out to be a jovial, good time dad is anything but accurate. It's about as accurate as trying to say that Donald Trump wants to create the Fourth Reich. So they are noodling titles for the film right now, or at least they were. This is the title. This is a tentative title, just to be clear. It's not necessarily settled. The title of George Floyd, Daddy Changed the World. It seems like they're actually noodling some other titles.
Yeah.
And that brings us to this week's 7+1.
You forgot Stefan in the chamber!
7+1 titles for the upcoming George Floyd biopic. And of course, they don't have experience. The wife and daughter, they're not exact. They don't have an experience producing, so some of these titles are derivative from other films.
It is. Sometimes you have to use what you know.
They
and
were
then
using
kind of
other
reuse
films.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, and then including them. So
Sense.
7+1 titles for the George Floyd biopic. Number 7, Don't Breathe.
Oh, that one's taken.
It's taken.
It
That's the
is.
thing.
It's a scary movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. Number 6, Josh.
No Miracles on East 38th Street.
Oh, well, that's,
Yeah. It's a holiday film.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
George Floyd, 7+1 biopic titles. Number 5, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Minutes. That, I don't know if it's a rom-com.
It's not.
I think they'll still have Matthew McConaughey in it.
He'll make an appearance.
wasn't it 13?
When you have your knee in my neck, it makes it difficult for me to. I'm just saying, Chauvin. Fairy dust. Angel dust.
He was driving
Number-
trucks, not
Up all
Lincolns.
this.
7+1 George Floyd biopic titles. The chat will let us know if this is acceptable. Number 4, Gerald.
Furious George.
Well, I hear he was.
I thought it was jovial. That's what I was told.
I heard that he was jovial.
That's messed up, Gerald.
Yeah.
No,
I can't believe you.
I've seen the video. It's
7+1 titles. Number 3, Dead Crook Society. See, these seem unoriginal as far as the
yeah,
titles.
I'm a little disappointed.
yeah.
in-
Kind of hack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Surprised
they
they
are.
picked that one.
What was number 2?
Number 2, the color purple.
No.
Oh, I don't think that.
No.
No, I'm pretty sure we had 21 Drug Street. In
Yeah,
there.
we had 21 Drug Street, Tim.
Or maybe it was.
They gave me the wrong one.
That might have been no jail for old crooks. I
Yeah,
think
it could have
that might
been.
Yeah, I'm not sure which
It
one
could have
was.
been. Yeah. I don't. You're better than that.
Sorry.
Come on, Tim.
And the 7+1, the plus. Oh no, sorry. This
Number
is
one.
This is number 1. Sorry, 7+1 George Floyd biopic titles. Number 1, The Last House on the Left, is the one with the mom we want to rob at gunpoint in front of her daughter.
Oh,
That seems like.
A little long.
That's a little long title.
Surprised the wife and daughter would use that as a title. And then the +1, Die High. This has been this week's 7+1.
You forgot Stefan in the chamber.
And my question to you is, who should play George Floyd? Forrest Whitaker.
Well, why'd you give the answer away?
Well, you can come at me, bro. Find a better one.
The Last King of Minnesota.
The guy from the Green Mile.
He's dead.
Is he the Green Mile?
I mean, that makes sense.
Michael Clark Duncan. And by the way, he was a decent guy.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit.
No. That's,
How do you? I don't understand how you get away with making a movie about this guy.
I do. I
What are
get
you
it.
going to highlight?
And what's sad is that people here are more nervous than the people who are making the movie.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You know, Democrats are going to come out and just gush over this.
Yeah, of course.
It'll win some
And it
kind of
shows a
award.
side of George Floyd that we didn't know.
Well-
Loving father who was sober and not at all an armed robber. Okay.
Could you leave some fentanyl on Armoire bars? I go through withdrawal if I don't get my fentanyl sometime.
Jeez. We must look deep in our souls.
All right.
I'd be better off. I'd be better off invading someone's home at gunpoint and robbing her in front of her kids
Yeah, than making
than
fun
for
of it.
society finding out about.
It's a ridiculous world.
They killed me with my love for fentanyl bars.
That movie's rough to take, by the way. I
It
watched that
is.
recently, The
It's
Green Mile.
hard.
The acting in that execution scene is some of the best
Yeah.
that I've ever seen in a film.
Yeah.
And that was a scary man, Michael. He was also a purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
What?
That's a man, if he wants to take your stuff, you just say,
Yes.
sure.
Here, can I carry it for you?
Can I get someone else's stuff for you? Also, I'm happy to.
Yeah, I'll be a minion of sorts if you want. Watch Ladder with Crowder live Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.